If I'm being completely honest, I don't really watch the Game Awards to see the awarded games, so to speak. I mean, every year it's always like, oh, these games are in line for Game of the Year. I've never played any of these ever. And I mean, eventually I do get around to playing them, but it's not like right away. It's several years after the fact. So, but yeah, I mean, I might as well start by saying a lot of people, well, I say a lot of people, but the Half-Life 3 community were expecting Half-Life 3 to be announced. Unfortunately, it was not, and now it seems like they've reached the point of no return, but what can you do? Look, you're not the only ones, okay? You're not alone. Elder Scrolls 6 announced back in 2018 in the Game Award, like has anybody seen Elder Scrolls 6 anywhere at all? I haven't. I sure as shit haven't. GTA 7? GTA 7 anybody? Minecraft 2? I mean, me personally, I was expecting a little bit more to be announced, but I think the announcements we got were fairly interesting. And before I just start going over all things, I just want to take a moment. Expedition 33, the studio that made it, their first game, not a big budget project, literally 30 people were working on this thing, and it swept the Game Awards this year. And it wasn't it wasn't as if there weren't any other games that came out this year that were compelling enough to make Game of the Year. I mean, there was Death Stranding 2, Hades 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Hollow Knight, Silksong, like all sequels to games that have been in their own right, like the prequels have been critically acclaimed. They have giant followings, and this game just sort of came out of nowhere and beat them all. It's really that's honestly really impressive if you think about it. In conclusion, I'll probably play it in the next 3 to 5 years at some point. But yeah, from what I've been told, it is really good. I'll get around to it eventually. Some of the games that interested me personally, Screamer. I mean, look, if it's a racing game, I gotta at least check it out now. I'm at that point where, you know, racing game, ooga booga. It seems interesting enough. Like, I don't know. I'm not expecting anything crazy. I'm not expecting an amazing, like, absolute cinema peak storytelling or anything, but it seems like a fun arcade racer. It seems like a decent story. You know, I'll take it at this point. Need for Speed has just been kind of meh. The Crew, no, I don't know. I don't know, man. It just feels like we really desperately need a good story-driven racing game. It just sort of seems like a lot of games have gone away from that for racing games, which sucks because they're kind of, you know, story-driven racing games are kind of cool. And I like Forza and everything, don't get me wrong, but I think the story for Forza is really boring. It's just the same thing every year now. Forza Horizon has just been a copy-paste of Horizon 3. So, I don't play that game for the story, but if there was a racing game that had a good solid story and then good solid mechanics, I mean, that might be a winner right there, in my eyes at least. Gang of Dragon. So at first I thought, oh my god, is RGG Studios releasing another game? Like, holy crap, dude, these guys are releasing one game a year. It's actually crazy. I can't even keep up with what they're doing right now. But actually, this is going to be by Nagoshi Studio. So basically, the Yakuza creator, Toshiro Nagoshi, left Sega in 2021 after spending 32 years with the company, and sort of he went and did his own thing, and this is the result of that thing. Honestly, I'm happy. A beat 'em up, a Yakuza-esque beat 'em up is something that, you know, I more than welcome, more than interested in playing. I'm wondering if what they'll do different from the Yakuza series, or if they'll stick to the formula. But the reason I got so confused is because Gang of Dragon sounds like you know how now Yakuza, I don't know if you don't know, Yakuza has now been doing this whole shift to Like a Dragon, so every game is now Like a Dragon, and it's no longer Yakuza, it's now every game's got Like a Dragon in the title. And so when I saw this Gang of Dragon, I'm like, oh, is this a spin-off of the Yakuza or Like a Dragon series? But no, it's his own thing now. Looks really cool. It seems to be very much in the same vein of the Yakuza series, which is just over-the-top action. Doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a video game, you know, it's supposed to be fun, but the story is definitely, like the stories are always, in Yakuza, just mwah. beautiful. So we'll see. I don't even think we got a release date. So I don't know if when that's coming out, but that'll be one that I'll be looking to play. And then Star Wars Galactic Racer seems interesting. I don't know, man. It's like, it reminds me of the old pod racing game, and it just, I want to at least try it out. But everything else, I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot of other stuff that really got me like, oh, I'm going to play this. Like, it looked interesting, but I was not 100% sold on if I was going to play it or not. Like, don't get me wrong, Divinity getting another title in the series, that's great and all. And it's great that it's apparently going to be much, much bigger than Baldur's Gate 3. However, Baldur's Gate 3, I've tried to play it. I just can't get through it. There's too much game. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a... It's intimidating how big the game is. Again, this is one of those where at some point I'll get around to it, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Resident Evil 9, same thing. Not really, though. Like, it's not. I'm not expecting it to be a long game, but it's just... What was the last Resident Evil game I played? 7? I haven't played Village, haven't played any of the remakes, so I'm kind of behind on the series anyways. Again, interesting, but I don't know when I'm going to get around to it, if ever. And then Warlock seemed cool. And then finally, Highguard. I mean... When they were talking about it before revealing it, I thought we were actually getting Titanfall 3, and then they're just riding horses and shit, and I was just like, okay, you know, I'm not. I want to be positive. I want to keep an open mind, but I mean, I kind of felt like we just got baited with Titanfall 3, and I wasn't really that happy about it, to be honest. But overall, I mean, honestly, it's looking like these next few years are gonna be pretty stacked for games. And even this year was pretty solid, too. We may not get GTA 7 anytime soon. We may not get Half-Life 3 or Elder Scrolls 6. But hey, like, look what happened with Hytale. Hytale was 7 or 8 years into development. And then they said, oh, we're not doing it anymore. Now it's back. I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen, man. Keep on keeping on. Keep hoping. Keep the faith. Eventually, we'll get those games. And trust me, it's so much better when the wait's like a real bitch, because delayed gratification, it's just when we finally get those games, it's gonna be, oh my god, literally, oh my god. But stay strong. Honestly, I'm quite worried about the Half-Life 3 community. Enjoy the games that we're getting. These are some good ones, okay? Half-Life 3 is gonna be the cherry on top. Just keep waiting. It ain't over till it's over. How many more cliche sayings can I get out here? I don't know. Ain't over till the fat lady sings. Whatever. I'm done. But what did you guys think? I mean, what were your thoughts? What am I Jesus, oh my god. What did you guys think of the Game Awards? You know, were there any games you were really looking forward to seeing that didn't show up, or games that did end up showing up and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool? What are you guys looking forward to? And let me know. I might use that as a inspiration. We'll call it inspiration for what I cover in the future. But just let me know. You know, I'm curious. What are folks playing nowadays? Thanks for watching. Bye bye.